Alright students, fine. Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to one and all. As usual, this is myself Shabnam from the code Ark, aiming to deliver coding, data science, AI, ML and many more things as and when they come up, lined up in fact to you. Okay, would be glad if someone could acknowledge in the chat section, audibility, visibility all clear and ready to go. I'm audible guys, right? All clear. Thank you Naveen, thank you for that. Alright, before we could begin, let's have a 2-minute quick recap of what we have learned last time. Good, fine. We started with cascading style sheet. It's a tool in web development to style HTML elements. Am I right? Fine. A few of good scriptings that we had seen. We learned 3 types of CSS. In fact, I could recollect now. Internal CSS, external CSS as well as inline CSS. Inline CSS is the one when style attribute is used with individual tag in the body section. Am I right? जब हम tag के साथ उसके संग ही style attribute को connect कर देते हैं and we write property value CSS rule ended with semicolon inside the quotes. Inline CSS is when the CSS style is coded inside the style tag under the head section so that the common style can be applied to all the tag mentioned in it. Is that correct? And then external CSS is when entire CSS code is separated from HTML tag or an HTML document and it is kept in a file outside with an extension .css. And then finally we include this file in an HTML document once again under head section using link tag. Is that correct? Fine. Okay, I don't know how many of you have genuinely practiced within this 2 days gone. Like I think we did not meet for Saturday, Sunday, but I did ask you to keep your practice going on. Try to create web pages, try to style them as much as possible. हम जितना सीखते हैं web development उसी हद तक सीमित नहीं है. There are hundreds of other experiments you can always try on your own. Okay, need to have a programmer always need to have that curiosity. भाई ऐसा सिखाया तो मैंने ऐसा किया तो क्या होगा? You understood? If this is plan A, what if I work as per plan B and plan C? So you should always have that variants of code running into your mind. Give a trial, give it a practice. Is that okay? Fine. Okay. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code and start coding CSS. I will be using external CSS today and henceforth always we will keep using external CSS because that keeps our two codes separate and transparent. Alright, here we go. Correct me in case if I go wrong. With this 8 days of full stack gone, today is day 9. Most of us might have got a good grip. In fact, some of you are already a full stack developer who have joined with us. Even those who have not, उनको भी अच्छा खासा अब तक तो grip मिल ही गया होगा. ठीक है? So here we go. Code. That's Visual Studio Code. Alright, let it launch please. ठीक है, I open folder and if you don't mind, Okay. Sometimes in between 2-4 सेकंड के लिए connection जाता है because we use OBS as a streaming software behind and our OBS keeps reconnecting. Alright, so whenever such circumstances happen, we make sure that we repeat that sentence again. Alright, okay. I hope by the way you all have also remembered how to include audio, video और मल्टीमीडिया इन आर HTML पेज. आपने नोट करके रखा है. हमने SVG भी स्टार्ट किया था. One day in between I will come back to SVG to include other of its shapes and tool 2D graphics. Okay, let the CSS go in continuity and rhythm. CSS अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी दुनिया है. You understood? CSS जितना सीखो उतना कम है. In fact, there are some profiles in companies wherein we look only for CSS developer and even not as a full stack developer. Alright, ठीक है, चलो. So this is my day folder. Okay, I have already so many files here. Okay, this was our ये अपना CSS file था of last lecture. Okay, somewhere we were using padding, somewhere we were using margin, and if I'm not wrong guys, you'll have remembered this is a shorthand way of writing margin. 4 values here, that means top, right, bottom and left. This is how it goes clockwise. Is it okay? Fine. What was the difference between padding and margin? Padding is always adjustment of the content around the element. That means within the border. Is it right? If you say left padding 10 pixel, left padding 10 pixel, तो वो border से 10 pixel छोड़ेगा, margin से नहीं. I hope you got my point. Fine. Acha, what about other effects that we had seen? I think we had talked about background color of the body or of any other element. We were talking about the border style, like dotted borders you want, or a dash border you want, or a solid border you want, double border you want. We were talking about the width, we were talking about the height. Okay, I got reminded now. Two most important thing that we had discussed last time, जो बहुत काम की बातें थी. Number 1, class ID. Is it okay? And what was the syntax? In fact, what is the syntax of CSS? We write, for example, any tag followed by opening closing curly bracket. And उसके अंदर लिखा होता था CSS rule in the form of A:B, मतलब property colon value, that is question colon answer, say color red. Am I right? So what is P in this syntax called as? This is a selector. Selector भी, भले ये element selector है. जब आप टैग लिखते हो मतलब वो एलिमेंट है. इस तरह के टैग को सिंटैक्स को बोलते हैं एलिमेंट सेलेक्टर, फॉलोड बाय प्रॉपर्टी इनसाइड. इज इट ओके? फाइन. अच्छा, व्हाट इफ आई वांट टू गिव अ स्टाइल टू अ पर्टिकुलर क्लास? सो क्लास नेम इज ऑलवेज फॉलोड विद अ पीरियड. पीरियड मतलब डॉट. माइट हैव टोल्ड यू लास्ट टाइम ऑल्सो, राइट? सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई से ABC, तो पूरे HTML प्रोग्राम में ABC क्लास को फॉलो करने वाले जितने भी एलिमेंट होंगे, राइट, नीचे आप देखोगे कहीं पर H1 होगा जिसकी क्लास का नाम है ABC. Is that correct? Then you will find somewhere people a link tag that is anchor, again whose class name is ABC. Then you will have an unordered list whose class name is also ABC. Alright, that means any element who falls into this category, ये class, ये group. You remembered I used this word groupism last time also. Groupism. ये लगभग class create करना मतलब groupism करने की तरह हो जाता है. Like you want to group certain elements in one category. Fine. जो भी ABC class को follow करते हैं उनके लिए एक ब्लैक कलर का बैकग्राउंड क्रिएट किया जाएगा. सो व्हाट विल आई राइट हियर? बैकग्राउंड कलर एज रेड. एम आई राइट? उनका टेक्स्ट सेंटर में होगा. सो टेक्स्ट अलाइन कोलन सेंटर. सो दिस इज फॉर ऑल दोस टैग्स हु फॉलो द क्लास ABC. एम आई राइट? अच्छा, नाउ सपोज देयर इज अ पैराग्राफ हुज ID is only A and I want to style only that one paragraph. So how to style an ID? We don't write dot but we write hash and the ID name. Is it okay? So this is called as a element selector because selector जो है वो HTML tag है. This is called as a class selector क्योंकि selector जो है वो कोई tag का नाम नहीं है बल्कि class का नाम है. And this is called as an ID selector बिकॉज यहाँ पर अगेन जो एलिमेंट है वो HTML टैग नहीं है बल्कि किसी टैग का पर्टिकुलर ID है. Is it okay? Now today when my friends are attending the class, yes Naveen, I was about to come to division tag, the next one. Okay, I hope people are well aware of what are IDs and what are classes. हाँ, आप क्लास का मतलब समझ कर आए हो last lecture से. Is it okay? Fine. And then whatever style you want to give, whatever. If I have left it incomplete, I complete it now. Alright. Okay. Naveen reminds us of division tag, and that was indeed a very important tag. Division. Go back. Recall my definition. आप मेरी definition को दोबारा दोहराइए. English meaning of the word division, divide. ओके, सो ये टैग का भी लगभग वही काम है जो उसके नाम का मतलब है. It divides the HTML page into group, or let me say into a section. And in one section, it can gather more than one tag. Is that okay? Like, for example, paragraph H1 anchor URL. This all comes under one section of the page. Okay, this all comes under one section of the page. I hope you got my point. अभी इसके आगे का जो list होगा, one more unordered list, I don't want to be included in this first section. For example, the first section is always the header of the page. You understand? And the next section is always the footer of the page. Right? तो उन header footer को distinguish करने के लिए हमने ऐसे दो patches बना दिया, called as divisions. Is that okay? Fine. Anyways, this was all from the last time what we have studied. Let's go today. I have kept prepared. Okay, these are the following things that we're going to do today. I have prepared a big document. In fact, जितना होता है 5 बजे तक उतना करेंगे. We won't overload ourselves. Rest I'll put it up for tomorrow. Okay, we still have 2 big sessions for CSS lined up tomorrow and day after. I hope you got my point. भर भर के CSS करेंगे, gradient effect, transformation effect, transition effect, rotation, scaling, translation, etc. Let's start with the basic one today, text effect of CSS. Alright, we understand text. Everything that we type by inputting keys from the keyboard is called as a text. Okay, girls and boys, I repeat one more time. Keyboard की keys हिट करके आप जो भी इनपुट देते हो, that is called as a text. Of course, when I say keys means it should be alphanumeric keys, A to Z, 0 to 9, special characters like backslash, front slash, including space, or maybe plus, minus, or percentage and dollar. I hope you got my point. Is that clear? Fine. That is what is called as a text. You expect me to press F12 and you call it as it is a text? No, it's a special control signal. Is that okay? आप बोलोगे कि भाई मैंने तो अप एरो की डाउन एरो की प्रेस किया, क्या वो भी टेक्स्ट हो गया? नहीं, वो टेक्स्ट नहीं हुआ. That's again a control flag to do some action behind the screen. Correct? I hope so. Whatever we input using this alphanumeric keys of the keyboard, that is called as a text. Alright, so what effects can be given to text? बताइए, अगर आप ये स्क्रीन पर आपके सामने जो प्रेजेंट है वो सब ना देखें, कोई ऐसे अचानक आके आपको पूछ लेगा भाई वेब पेज पर, या इनफैक्ट ऑन द न्यूज़पेपर आल्सो गाइस, आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू और अस हैव द हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर. न्यूज़पेपर में भी आर्टिकल में जो टेक्स्ट होता है वो क्या इफेक्ट्स हो सकते हैं उस टेक्स्ट के. राइट, इफ समबडी आस्क यू, हम ज़्यादा में ज़्यादा क्या बोलेंगे? द टेक्स्ट में बी बोल्ड, द टेक्स्ट में बी लाइट, text may be large or small in size, text would have different color, text would be underlined. Am I right? Now try to understand what effects CSS has got to give its text. Is it okay? Fine. So here we start from. Let me create a new file called as program1 day9.css. Is it okay? Program 1 day 9, and if I close rest all, जो काम का नहीं है, let me increase the size of font. Okay, let us take paragraph tag, and I say text. Okay, align, that is either center or left or right. Alright, there is one more option, that is justify. We'll see first. Let us run this code. चलिए, इस CSS रूल को फॉलो करने के लिए भाई HTML टैग भी तो चाहिए. पैराग्राफ किधर है? Whose text should be aligned in the center? You got my point? डेफिनेटली आपका जो ब्राउजर है वो पूछेगा, इफ यू ट्राई टू रन दिस फाइल, बाई चांस एग्जीक्यूट करता भी है तो, अरे भाई कौन सा है वो पैराग्राफ, किधर है वो पैराग्राफ, whose text is to be aligned to the center, this is the .css फाइल, इससे रिलेटेड HTML फाइल कहाँ है, ठीक है. सो प्रोग्राम to day 9.html. Make sure your extensions are correct. Browser recognizes programming languages only by its extension. Okay, so here we go. HTML head has title, but I skip title and I code directly link href program 1 day 9.css. I hope you all are paying attention here. Correct me in the chat section in case if I go wrong in typing. कोडिंग या टाइपिंग में कोई गलती होता हो तो आप भी मेंटली अलर्ट रहिएगा. ओके, जब भी आप लिंक टैग से बाहर का फाइल लिंक करते हो तो इस HTML को जरूर बता दीजिए व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप ऑफ दिस आउटसाइड फाइल विद द करंट डॉक्यूमेंट. भाई ये बाहर से अंदर आने वाला फाइल इज अ स्टाइल शीट, करेक्ट? आई होप यू गॉट माय पॉइंट. ठीक है, यू वांट यू कैन मेक इट एज HTML5. It's a good practice always. Doc type HTML. ठीक है, fine. And in the body tag, I code directly one paragraph. When you practice back at home, put all these paragraphs under one division tag. चलिए, paragraph. This is the text of the page. Bus, that's it. I code till here. I save this and I try to open this file in live server. Here we go. Fine. So you could see ये कोई ordinary paragraph नहीं है. Paragraph नहीं है people. जैसे कि आप देखोगे तो ये CSS का इफेक्ट आता है. Alright, Navin, see you are asking my friend what is the meaning of relationship. देखिए, alright, अच्छा जरूरी नहीं है हम हमेशा यहाँ पर CSS फाइल को ही लिंक करें. It is possible sometime I link to some other file, say PHP. You got my point? Sometime it could be any other file, say called as CGI. Okay, जो बच्चे CGI, Perl ये सब बाकी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस भी समझते हैं, हम कोई और पेज किसी और लैंग्वेज में कोड किया हुआ भी अपने HTML पेज से जोड़ सकते हैं. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग? सो व्हेन यू आर लिंकिंग एन आउटसाइड फाइल विद एन HTML प्रोग्राम, you have to clearly specify in that HTML program what is the type of this file, what is the relationship of an outside document mentioned in href with the current HTML file. Alright, so if it is CGI, I will better write here, okay, this is CGI, something like that. Alright, now because it was a CSS file, okay, and the relationship of CSS is always, we don't write CSS there, we write it as a style sheet. ये बाहर से आने वाला जो एजेंट है, the one whose name I have written in href, what is the relationship of this outside file with my current HTML file? This outside agent is a style sheet. Is it clear now, Navin? Or you want me to explain that again? Okay, acknowledge in the chat box if it's not clear. हम उसके बारे में और बात करेंगे, ठीक है? Alright, ठीक है, guys. So I save this. Now when I go to CSS and suppose I remove this text align. Okay, I remove this and I just write color. Let me call it as aqua. ठीक है, aqua people. So you see what happens here. Color तो aqua हो गया, color aqua हो गया, but text is by default beginning from the left side. Is it right? That means from the extreme margin. Correct. So this is text align center. Okay, so it is here. Instead of aqua, let me use blue. Okay, so it seems little dark. Alright, you want some background to the text, so write background color. Let me say yellow. So let's check what happens. I hope you got my point. खाली वो टेक्स्ट का नहीं, पूरे टैग का, पैराग्राफ पूरा टैग है. Entire tag is been given yellow color as the background. Is it fine? Yes, of course we can increase the size of the font. You want to write here font size. Express the size in pixel or express the size in percentage. जैसे कि if I write 20 pixel, but if I write 20%, I hope you got my point. The percentage measurement is different from pixel measurement. 20% छोटा हो गया, उसको बड़ा करने के लिए maybe I have to write 80 or something. I hope you got my point. Or maybe I need to write 100 or maybe 200. I hope you get understanding it. Is it okay? So you want to adjust the size in pixels or in percentage. Is that correct? Fine. Acha. So text align, text background. I don't want background for some time, so I remove it. Instead of removing this time, I comment it. Right? तो कैसे करेंगे? ये comment हो गया. Don't run this. Is it okay? Fine. Acha. More text effect. Look, what can we give? Let's see what is text decoration. Understood? First of all, we talk about text decoration style. Right? Text decoration style. Say I want text decoration style as dashed. Check what happens. Okay, I think before style we forgot to use line. Okay, style हम तब बता सकते हैं जब style देने के लिए line हो. Okay, say I want an underline. So check, the text has been underlined. Okay, and suppose if I want not underline but overline, so the text has been overlined. If you could be a little faster. Say we don't want overline but this time line through. So this is how the line is going in, like a strike. Is it okay? And now you want, you can give the style. Say text decoration style. So if you see dashed, that line will be in the form of dashed. You understood? So before giving decoration style, you have to first draw the decoration line. Line किधर है जिसको style देना है? Correct? If I don't give dashed, I can give it dotted. Dash, dotted, double. The three basic style, remember. Always remember three basic style. Dash, dotted, double. Alright, we are working out on notes of CSS if possible and we are on time. हम time पर उसे बनाकर complete अगर करते हैं, so we will forward you. Otherwise, we won't keep you waiting and she'll provide you some good links where you can prepare from. Is it okay? Dotted. So this is what it will look like. Fine. Acha, what if I want to color it? Correct? What if I want to color it? So how we will write text decoration color. Okay, color. So we want the color. What is the default color of the line? Whatever is the color of the text. अगर text blue color का है तो underline, overline, line through भी blue color की होंगी. Right? No, but I want this line effect to be of different color. So let me call it as aquamarine. I think it will be too light. Yes, it is. So let us change it to yellow or green. Yes, it is. Is that okay? Fine. Alright. Acha, you want, you can even change the thickness of that line. So text decoration thickness provided in pixels, say 5 pixel. मोटा हो गया, that is the thickness, right? Line मोटा हो गया. So instead of 5, if I write 15 pixel, वो और मोटा हो गया. Hoping you are understanding it. Is it okay? So what are we learning, by the way? These all are text effects. Is it okay? Fine. Text alignment, text align. Text align last only works for the last line of the paragraph. You understood? Text align last do not work for the entire of the paragraph. जैसे text align works for the first line of the paragraph, text align last only works for the last line of the paragraph. Alright? Okay. Ignore Unicode BD for some time. We have entire section on Unicode BD coming up. Is it okay? Avoid it for some time. ठीक है. Decoration में हमने ये सब देखा. Text decoration line, color, style, thickness. आप चाहिए तो इसे शॉर्ट हैंड बनाकर एक साथ सब कुछ टेक्स्ट डेकोरेशन में भी दे सकते हो. Okay, so basically what we have seen so far is all text decoration property or text property of CSS. आप टेक्स्ट के साथ और क्या क्या खेल सकते हो? What more effects can you give to text? What more style can you give to text on the page? Is it okay? Just to make it look more appealing, more beautiful. Hoping you understand. Clear? Fine. Okay, so here we go. Check it out. Okay. Okay, now let's talk about text transformation properties. Only one in fact. Suppose I write a text transform. Okay, you have three options here: uppercase, lowercase, and capitalize. So if I write uppercase, देखिए क्या होता है? Can I get rid of this, please? I don't want that line. Or let us call it as underline at least. Is it okay? Let us call it as underline. Thickness 1 pixel. That's okay. Is it fine? So you see all the text is converted into bigger font. मतलब uppercase. You understand uppercase and lowercase, right? Capital letter and the small letter. So what if I want to change it into lowercase? Transform it into lowercase. Okay, that's done. But if I write capitalize, text transform capitalize. Okay, you see each word's first letter is been transformed into a capital letter. हर word के पहला letter capital हो गया. Hoping you are understanding, right? Not an entire string. First letter of each word has been transformed as capital letter. Okay, so this is what we can do by text transformation. Friends, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, practice is must. I hope you got now. आप बोलोगे इतना सब कैसे याद रखेंगे? Actually, it's not a rocket science. People who work for web development, it's like ये तो उनके मंत्र ही होता है दिन भर का. जैसे हम मंत्र पढ़ते रहते हैं, लगभग वो ऐसे यही भाषा में बात करते हैं. अरे do this, try to put that effect, try to put this effect. I hope you got my point. देखिए, for example, one website in like shortly we were working for a long ago. You look here. For example, if I keep my pointer here, see effect देखिए कैसे आता है. Am I right? Look at this effects. How does it come? If I click here, something like that. If I click here, or if I click here, ये links है people. These are link. But you see how effect these have been given. Like when you place the pointer, first of all, background color changes, and it's like pops a little up. Am I right? I hope you got my point here. Also, all these effects need to be given. Otherwise, your page will look like a plain page. जैसे कि हम अभी बना रहे हैं, ये लगभग ऐसा दिखेगा. Website, web page जितना appealing होता है, more we can reach to the audiences. Is it okay? And CSS is the one who plays the role of the hero here. ठीक है, चलिए हो गया इतना. Next, let us move on to some. ये सब simple है, इसको बाद में देखेंगे. पहला shadow देख लो. Text shadow properties. It's little interesting. Let me show you that. So if I write text shadow, remember you have to give 2 dimension to the shadow. Shadow effect के लिए आपको किसी भी word के लिए 2 dimension देना. Means width का shadow and height का shadow. Right? If I'm not wrong, even the physics property of shadow deals with both. Like if you stand in sun, your shadow will be different width wise and your shadow will be different height wise. Right? So width and height, both the dimension matter to produce the shadow. So let me give 2 pixel with shadow 2 pixel hide shadow. Check it works or not. Oh, it is. Okay, some of you if you argue भाई मुझे shadow चाहिए ही नहीं, हाइट के लिए shadow नहीं चाहिए तो कोई वांदा नहीं, आप इसको 0 कर दो, but mention जरूर करना. You understanding? So this is only width-wise shadow. You say no, I want shadow only along the height. That means x-axis and y-axis. Alright, वो स्कूल में हम जैसे x और y पढ़ते थे. स्कूल क्यों? I think recently we have studied in I think in the resolution also, right? X and y coordinate SVG में x y coordinate पर भी हमने ग्राफ सिस्टम के बारे में इन शॉर्ट बात किया था. So x coordinate along the width, y coordinate along the height. You don't want shadow along x-axis, तो इसको 0 कर दो भाई. इसको 1 2 3 4 जितना width का shadow है उतना करिए. This is how the effect looks like. Alright, so if I give it 3, shadow becomes more intense, correct? Shadow उतना intense होता जाएगा पीछे. Alright, good if you're thinking somebody this way, that what if I want to give a colorful shadow? Because shadow is also produced of the same color as that of the text. Is it okay? जो text का color है वही shadow का color आएगा by default. तो ऐसे में क्या करेंगे? No problem. Just write some name of the color here. That is red. You see, I'm writing in shorthand. Okay, I'm directly using shorthand effect. Okay, आप चाहे तो चलेगा, ठीक है, shorthand में काम हो जाता है. So I say save. So this time the text color is different and the shadow color is different. Okay, suppose x और y के बाद में you give another dimension, say 2 pixel again. So this is not for width and height. This defines the blurriness. Okay, sometimes while reading the data we find some data intentionally displayed blurred to grab the attention. ये सब हम क्यों करते हैं भाई? इफेक्ट्स क्यों प्रोड्यूस करते हैं? अटेंशन ग्रैब करने के लिए कि ये वर्ड, ये लाइन पैराग्राफ में कुछ और सिग्निफिकेंस या इंपॉर्टेंस रखती है. करेक्ट? आई होप यू गॉट माय पॉइंट. ठीक है, सो 2 पिक्सल इफ यू प्रोवाइड द measurement in pixel again, so this is not for width and height, that will be measurement for the blurredness. Check it out how it works. So I say save. Okay, I don't know whether you can see the effect of blurredness or not, but it is bit blurred. थोड़ा और बढ़ाइए, 2 के बदले 5 पिक्सल करके देखो. Are you understanding? Little blurredness is getting created. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं, 2 बार टेक्स्ट लिखते हैं. Okay, let us do this way only. Or 8 pixel. I hope you're understanding my point. The blurredness is getting bit clearer behind. Is it okay? Fine. So that is how we give effect of blurredness. We give effect of shadow. We give effect of alignment to your text. Alright, fine. Okay, so this was about the shadow property of the text. Before I could go ahead, any question from your end? कोई चीज आप पूछना चाहेंगे अभी तक जो नहीं समझी? Sure. Okay then. Even if it is clear, please acknowledge in the chat section, guys. It helps us a lot. Okay, when audiences says yes or no, उससे हमको काफी क्लियर हो जाता है कि आगे बढ़े या ना बढ़े. ये सब आपके लिए हो रहा है. ओके, सो टेक अ एडेड एडवांटेज आउट ऑफ इट. ठीक है, नो डाउट. थैंक यू नवीन. ऑलराइट, फाइन. ओके, एनीवेज लेट्स टॉक अबाउट CSS fonts now. CSS font. In fact, that's very simple. In fact, one of the font I already used it, that is font size. इसको नीचे लेकर आते हैं साथ में रखने के लिए. कहीं पर भी लिखा तो चलेगा. So let's talk about few font effects of CSS. Okay, so one is font size, another is font family, which we could not set with an ordinary font tag. Very good, nice to know that. Okay, font tag से हम font की size set कर सके, font का color set कर सके. But for font family, we better make use of CSS effect font family. Okay, font family means what? Now my Word file is not open. It's like in different ways we can write the font. Times New Roman, serif and sans serif. Am I right? Impact, Vardhana, Arial, dark Arial, narrow Arial, and so on. Is it fine? Okay, if I could select any of these, इसमें से कोई भी select से cursive I take. Cursive. Okay, so this is how the font has been changed. कभी कभी क्या होता है, a particular font is not supported by the browser. Right? So in that case, you have to give more than one type of font. Like one is cursive. Okay, you look here, sometimes they have given a combination of font like this: Vardhana, Geneva, Tahoma, sans serif. Okay, this is called as nothing but WebSaveFont. I repeat this word again: WebSaveFont. WebSaveFont. WebSaveFont means what? In case if Vardhana is not supported by the current browser, say you are executing this page in Chrome and I have opened this page in Microsoft Edge. Edge supports, Chrome doesn't, or vice versa. तो कोई बात नहीं, Vardhana नहीं support करते हो तो take the second, gives priority to the second option, Geneva. Even that is not supported, give priority to the third option, Tahoma. Even that is not supported, give priority to the fourth option, sans serif. और definitely last तक का एक तो आप support कर ही लोगे. वो भी नहीं सपोर्ट करते हैं तो भाई यहाँ पर फिर कॉमा देकर और ऑप्शन दीजिए, लाइक टाइम्स न्यू रोमन, विच इज अ कॉमनली एक्सेप्टेबल और एक्सेप्टेड फॉन्ट बाय मेनी ऑफ द ब्राउजर्स. इज दैट ओके? फाइन. सो दैट्स कॉल्ड एज वेब सेव फॉन्ट, राइट? ओके, सो आई कुड रन दिस. लेट मी चेक. Okay, fine. In our case, Vardhana is supported. So if I could remove Vardhana, now my option is Geneva. And if I could remove Geneva, now my option is Tahoma. There's a slight effect. I don't know whether it has been supported also or not, or this is a sans serif and so on. Right? So that's font family. Fine. Otherwise, we can write font style, which is either italic, normal, or oblique. Okay. This was ideally done by I tag. People, I tag in your HTML. Go back to first day of full stack, wherein we had studied those basic tags. First or second day. So if it is italic, okay, the text is italic. And if it is oblique, so the text is slightly oblique. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? Fine. It's a slight difference between italic and oblique. In fact, hardly any difference. And if I say just normal, so that's normal. You see, the font style hasn't provided me the option of bold, so that you can do with font variant. Okay, font variant. You want it as normal. Just a moment. Okay, normal or you want it as a small caps, nothing but everything been supported by. Okay, I think small caps is not supported here. Anyways, that's the normal. Fine. Right, so the different effects of font that you want, you may use. The most basic used here are font size and the font family. Right? Hoping people are understanding. Okay. Alright, chaliye. If no doubt from your end, I extend it to a little complicated topic here called as a CSS link. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Little, थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिएगा. Now first of all, let us create a simple link. So I go to my Visual Studio Code. Right, I give 1 or 2 breaks. because anchor is a inline tag. If I code link, it will code on the same line. A href. Now I don't have any other page, so I just use hash. Hash means what? Link to the same page. Self linking, अपने आप को ही लिंक करो, या तो फिर you can use any programs which are present here. ठीक है? And I write here click. Check what's in output. So the click is here. Alright? Now what happens if I click? You see what is the color of the link? It's blue by default. And I think this happens on your Chrome also. See, I open Chrome and I write here, when is Ganesh Chaturthi 2023? Alright, you see these links have been opened blue in color. Okay, these links have been opened all blue in color, correct? And suppose if I click on any one of these links, say Times of India, and I come back, it's no more blue, it has changed to some purple, correct? There's a difference between the two links. You see the color of this link and you see the color of this link. The two links are different. This is blue and this is purple. Okay, purple means what? The link is a visited link. Okay, and this link is not a visited link. इस तरह हमको ब्राउजर हेल्प करता है, भाई ये लिंक को आप पहले ऑलरेडी क्लिक कर चुके हो, दोबारा चाहे तो क्लिक करे या ना करे. सो दैट्स कॉल्ड एज अ विजिटेड लिंक और एन अनविजिटेड लिंक. एक होता है एक्टिव लिंक. एक्टिव लिंक मीन्स व्हाट? द वन विच इज बीन क्लिक्ड. नाउ दैट इफेक्ट इज नॉट सो मैग्निफिशेंटली विजिबल हियर, समटाइम इट गोज वेरी फास्ट. ओके, वो हल्का सा एक फ्रैक्शन ऑफ अ सेकेंड के लिए रेड में टर्न होता है. लुक, आई शो यू हियर on our page. This is unvisited link which is blue. If I click, see, for a fraction of second it turned to red. You saw? I'm clicking again. So active means जिसको आपने इस वक्त click किया and the one which is in use. So that's an active link. And now it's no more blue in color. It has changed to purple. But I don't like the default blue and purple and red. So I want visited links to look green in color. You understood? जो visited link है भाई वो मेरे बताए हुए कलर के अनुसार चेंज होना चाहिए. So how will I do that? Once again come to see, HTML नहीं कर सकता है people, आपको CSS से करना है. और HTML कर भी पाएगा तो that is only for one link. You will have to code for all the links then. Right? So better anchor colon visited. Okay, now what is this colon? People, what is this colon for? This is a property of anchor tag. अब तक हमने देखा था या तो कोई डॉट से स्टार्ट होता है या तो कोई हैश से स्टार्ट होता है. किसी से भी नहीं स्टार्ट किया मतलब वो टैग है. किसी टैग का कोई एक एट्रीब्यूट को आप स्टाइल कर रहे हो, किसी एक प्रॉपर्टी की आपको आप स्टाइल कर रहे हो. सो यू हैव टू मेंशन द नेम ऑफ दैट प्रॉपर्टी. ओनली विजिटेड. ओके, ओनली विजिटेड. टेल मी इफ यू हैव नॉट अंडरस्टूड दिस पॉइंट. बिकॉज इफ आई राइट जस्ट एंकर, अगर हम विजिटेड नहीं सिर्फ एंकर लिखेंगे, and if I write color as, say, what was that green you said, na? Green or yellow, whatever it is. So this will be styled to anchor, not the visited link of anchor, correct? So anchor visited should be green. Let's check it happens or not. Yes, it is green. Code one more link. एक और link code करो. See, I give another breaks. Girls and boys, I give another breaks. And I code for another link. href is equals to again hashtag, means link to the same page. New link. Save this. Okay, the reason why, because I have used hashtag. eg2.html. Okay, let me do this way. If both is showing green, a link means unvisited link. Color yellow. What's happening? Wait, let me troubleshoot that. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? href. Okay. Let us take it as eg1.html and again. No, I think I need to check this. Okay, I need to check that. active. Okay, active. Color say blue. Active means when you click, what should be the color? So let me check that. Okay, so that's happening. I think when I click, it's giving me the blue color. When I click, okay, it's giving out because this is another page. It's giving me the blue color. So again, when I click, it's giving me the blue color. If you could see, it happens for a very short time. Correct? Clearly visible here. Am I right? Fine. Why the color yellow isn't appearing? I'll troubleshoot if the time permit. As of now, ये समझ के चलते हैं. Visited link, that means the one which has been clicked, and this is how we change the color of the different links. At least it is not blue and default as purple. Correct? I hope you got my point. Achha. Sometimes it happens we want to give an hover effect to the link. Okay, so hover. People, what is hover? What is hover now? Some people call it as hover, some people call it as H over. Okay, so color, let's give blue violet. Okay, I hope it happens. You saw something who changes color if you keep a mouse over it. You look, this is a blue violet. It happens very often in Android and iOS apps. Am I right? Like if you just hover your focus on the text and it changes the color. इसको और थोड़ा अच्छा करने के लिए हमको bootstrap सीखना पड़ेगा, where it pops a little out. जैसे अभी वो वेबसाइट पे इफेक्ट बताया था. Like see, this is becoming little larger in size when you keep the mouse pointer. Am I right? When you keep the see my friend, see this how it is becoming larger in size. Right? वो जब हम पॉप अप करेंगे, पॉप ओवर करेंगे, मॉडल बनाने सीखेंगे, तब ये इफेक्ट सीखेगा कि ये ऐसे कैसे होता है. Right? See, even if I keep my mouse pointer here, it's actually not only hovering but also becoming a little larger in size. Is it fine? So hover is simply like, you keep your pointer over it and it highlights by changing its text. Highlighting itself, that is what is hover. You look, this is hovering. Say I want yellow color on hover, then if I want yellow color on hover, so yellow, I think it's hovering. Is it okay? I hope you got my point. Okay, pointer. When we move the yep, Chirag, correct. I read your comment now. Alright, so that is I can't say all about, but many things about the link. अच्छा, एक special effect जो आप link को दे सकते हो. Like you can make a link look like a button, people. आप देखोगे ये वाले web page पर, this is almost a link but it looks like a button. It just looks like a button. Alright, see, it looks like a button. Right? So how can you give that? First of all, give some background color to the link. Okay, let me talk visited and active both. Okay, दोनों को भी green दे डालते हैं. यहाँ से निकाल. This is how we give effect to 2 tags at a time. Am I right? Suppose you want unvisited and visited link both green in color. Is it okay? So need not to code them in 2 different blocks. कॉमा देकर दोनों को भी एक ही ब्लॉक में कोड करो. Alright, this is called as multiple selectors, people. P colon H1 colon H2 colon A colon image. Everyone should be aligned in the center. So align, people, align. Just we write it as center or text align center or image align center, whatever it is. Hoping you are understanding. Is it align is giving me error because you need to be specific, right? Whether it is a text align or body align. This example is more to focus here. If the effect is common, just give comma and combine the blocks. Alright, multiple selector. Right? Color सबको एक ही देना है. So we say color as pink. सबको border देना है. So we say border. Okay, border and style of the border. Say 2 pixel. So that means we have given multiple tags the common effect. Let's check if it's happening. Okay, I think that has become too dull. Is it okay? Fine. The reason why, because we have given color pink. Pink color देने की वजह से ये हो गया. ठीक है, चलिए. We don't want this effect, so to avoid confusion इसको निकाल देते हैं. थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए, लास्ट की 10 मिनट और है. थोड़ा गौर से देखिए. हवर हो गया. हम क्या कर रहे थे? बैकग्राउंड. सी, I'm setting the background. Let's take background color as black. Can I do that? I think I have not saved it. Yes. Are you understanding? वो अभी भी थोड़ा बटन के जैसा नहीं दिख रहा है, तो कोई बात नहीं. थोड़ा मार्जिन, थोड़ी पैडिंग सेट करो, ऑटोमेटिक दिखेगा. ओके, थोड़ा मार्जिन सेट करो, थोड़ी पैडिंग सेट करो. It will look automatic. At least set the padding like this. Okay. Padding, let me give 10 pixel from left, 20 pixel from top, something like that. Is it okay? Fine. Confused दिखता है तो यहाँ पर और ब्रेक दीजिए या पैडिंग कम कर देते हैं. काम करते हैं. We'll reduce some padding here. 1 minute, let me reduce the padding, people. What if I give 10? What if I give 5 and 10? This looks good. Am I right? 10 was a little longer padding. This looks little good, right? एक effect आता है हमारे पास called as display. Display, right? You can display as a block. So when you display something as a block, you look what it looks. अरे बाप रे, बहुत बड़ा हो गया. उससे अच्छा तो inline किए होगा तो कैसा दिखेगा. I think this looks a little better. Am I right? Inline means we are having display as a full property and a full part of the topic coming up tomorrow. अभी तक के लिए इतना समझ कर चलिए. Inline मतलब जितना उसको चाहिए उतना ही विड्थ लेगा. Hoping you understand, right? वो भी नहीं समझता है तो फिलहाल के लिए डिस्प्ले छोड़ दो, because even without display it is giving a good effect. Right? So it just looks like a, somebody who is keeping the pointer over the button. Right? So this is how the links look a little better. Right? अच्छा, एक और इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है जो आप देख कर जाइए before I could wind off the session today. List, people, list. We all know that there are 2 types of list, correct? Ordered list and unordered list. So suppose I create one unordered list. Okay, I will be little faster, so try to understand. We all know how to create a list. So this is an unordered list. List item. Let me take list items as apple, mango, and apple, mango, banana. Okay, it's a simple list. This list is given no style, correct? इसको कोई भी अभी तक का style effect नहीं दिया है. So come back here, and this is how the list is. Right? So what can you do with the styling now? CSS list को कैसे style करता है देखिए. So let me make use of UL, unordered list. Okay, list style type. Now you can use it either as a circle. I think ये सब हम कर चुके थे. HTML भी करता है, or as a disk, or as a square. Right, so if I use square, the list items are squared. If I use circle, list items are circle. And if I use disk, the list items are filled circle. Is it okay? But suppose you wanted some image as a pointer, people. I don't want square also, I don't want circle also, I don't want a disk also. हमको कोई image चाहिए, right? तो कैसे करेंगे फिर? You will have to write list style image URL. Now I have already kept one image rose1.jpg stored in my folder. rose.jpg को ही छोटा करके मैंने rose1.jpg बनाया. आपको image size पहले से छोटा करके रखना पड़ेगा. Okay, otherwise it will print such a big image as a list item pointer. Check it out. You saw? 1, 2, 3. I hope you got my point. By ID class we can know. Yes, Krutik. I read a question now. By ID or class we can know, ma'am. Yes, even that is fine, Krutik. Is it okay? By ID or class also we can know that. Well, if I did not correct your, didn't get your point wrong, so let me know. Take it? Okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. Are you understanding? So this way, I think this looks cool. Like हमको word देता है ये option, people. Word, MS Word हमको ऐसा listing का option देता है. Like if you want to use some other symbol to list your items, so select the symbol from your computer or maybe from internet, wherever you want. Okay, so this is something HTML tag UL, OL or LI can't do. ये हमको CSS से ऐसा style देना पड़ेगा. Right, so if I create one more item, if I create one more item now, okay, say pineapple, is it okay? So that is the same image which has been getting forwarded. So this is how we set image as a list pointer. Hoping people are understanding. Correct? Fine. और क्या बता सकते हैं हम इसके बारे में? ठीक है, list style. अच्छा, अगर OL होता तो क्या करते? Ordered list है. So list style type, my friend, type, which could be either lower alphabet, means ABCD. एक काम करते हैं, इसी को OL में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, इसी को ordered list में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. Let's check. So that is small alphabet ABCD. What other option it gives? Decimal is 1. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not doing. I'm leaving it up to you to check. Lower Greek letter I 1, people, this way 1, 2, 3, 4. This is lower Greek. Am I right? Fine. Upper Roman. This is upper Roman. I hope you got my point. Is it lower Greek? एक बार देख लेते हैं. What is it? I think that is not lower Greek. Lower Greek. Oh, that I doubted. See, this is Greek because small I, small 2i, those are Roman letters. Is it okay? So alpha, beta, gamma, delta. तो पाइनएप्पल के बाद अगर एक और फ्रूट लिया होता तो उनका ABCD में क्या आएगा आगे? ईटा, थीटा, something like that. Okay, say cherry. I think epsilon, something like that. Is it okay? Fine. So these are the different effects that you can use for ordered list. And of course, you can even make ordered list set images as a list item pointer. Friends, keep acknowledging your understanding or not. Is it okay? Fine. Cursor pointer, ma'am. So cursor, you want me to bring it or like you are telling me, Naveen? I didn't understand that point. Cursor pointer का मतलब ठीक है. लिख कर बताइए जब तक I continue ahead. Is it okay, friends? Fine. So this was the okay. Try list style position. Try this one. ये थोड़ा सा confusing हो जाता है, but very simple still. List style position. Okay, which is either inside or outside. See, if I say outside, it is by default already outside. But if I say inside, you will understand the difference now. थोड़ा सा अंदर आ गया means this alpha, beta, gamma, delta is considered as a part of the list item. You understood? ये लगभग ऐसे लिखने के बराबर हो जाएगा. Inside मतलब ये ऐसे लिखने के बराबर हो जाएगा. People, 1, 2 means consider this 1, 2, 3, 4 or alpha, gamma, beta, theta as a part of the list item. Outside मतलब don't consider it as a part of the list item and keep it out of the list. Alright? Fine. दोनों में दिखाई देगा. Hoping you understand. Is it right? Yes. Hand symbol or a mouse pointer. Understood. I got your point now, Naveen. Is that okay, everyone? Understanding? Fine. ठीक है? Okay. If you have just 1 minute of time and not getting late, right? आपके पास 1 मिनट का टाइम है और अगर आप लेट नहीं हो रहे हैं तो check. If I have a table, okay, suppose I have a table also today. थोड़ा ध्यान दो हाँ. एक last 2 minutes, people, 2 minutes. We have a table, and table has 3 rows. TD. Say this is column 1. This is column 2, and this is column 3. Okay, and let me copy this tr. So this is another row, this is another row. Okay, here I write A, here I write B, here I write C, here I write D, E, F. Is it okay? Let's see how the table looks like. Okay, but the table has no border. Am I right? Fine. तो अभी border के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? We write here border equals 1 or 2 whatever. But आप देखो border ऐसे आती है. मुझे हर row पर border नहीं चाहिए. So how to give this effect now? You understood ना? You look at the border clearly. Every cell is given a border here. Am I right? हर cell को border मिल गया guys. ऐसा नहीं चाहिए भाई. तो क्या करेंगे? Come back here. Say wherever there is a table tag, okay, border should be collapse. Border, people. I'm sorry, I went to the other page. Border collapse. Okay, border collapse is this property we're using first time today. Say border collapse as दो ऑप्शन होता है, या तो आप कोलैप्स करो या तो आप सेपरेट रखो. टेबल बॉर्डर को या तो आप बॉर्डर लाइन कोलैप्स करो या तो बॉर्डर लाइन सेपरेट रखो. डिफॉल्ट हमेशा सेपरेट होगा. कोलैप्स करने से ऐसा रिजल्ट आएगा. यू सॉ दिस टाइप ऑफ रिजल्ट. एंड इफ यू राइट सेपरेट विच वॉज ऑलरेडी बाय डिफॉल्ट, so now the borders will be separated and not made to collapse. Is it okay? Fine. आपको चाहिए TR या पहला वाला TH दे देते हैं. TH. You know the difference between TD and TH, right? TD is table data, TH is table header. ये सब header है. Header थोड़ा bold होता है. Header हमेशा bold होता है. So this is header. This is header, this is header. Check. You see 1, 2, 3 a little bold, but I want even the size of the header a little bigger. Header वाला जो row है उसका height थोड़ा बड़ा चाहिए. तो ये effect भी we can give only through CSS. How? Come here. Say wherever there is a header, always give height of it to some 50 pixel. So check. Am I right? It's a little bigger header now. Am I right? You want height to be set to some 70 pixel और बड़ा हो जाएगा like this. Alright, fine. We are still left to talk about some more table effects, but I hope things so far is pretty clear. Is it okay? All of us, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned. Yeah, hello ma'am. You're from Vietnam and we are so happy to know that and we welcome you. Alright, in case if you do not understand some translations which you speak in Hindi, please reach us out. We'll try to see to it to the best. Okay, fine. The last 2 minutes, let quickly wind off the class and summarize all that we have learned before we meet for tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to share in our WhatsApp group all the documents that I used today, code, the notepad file as well. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Okay, we started from text effects, that is how to align the text, how to underline the text. Underline is not only the one type of decoration, you can also give line decoration as overline or line through. If there is an underline or overline, you don't want it as a straight line, you can give it as a dotted line or a dash line or in fact a double line also. Then you can change the yellow color of the line. Is it okay? Next time I will also show you how to write color in RGB. Yes, Navin, I'm going to send you. I will send you. Okay. Thickness, you want to send. Thickness is always the width of the line. I'll be giving attendance just half a minute more, guys. I'm sorry to take your 10-minute extra today. Transformation of the text is either into uppercase, lowercase or capitalize. You need to know the difference between each of three. This is sometime an interview question as well. Like, what is the difference between uppercase and capitalize? No, capitalize does not convert every letter of the statement into uppercase. Is it right? Can you teach it soon? Yes, my friend. JavaScript we are starting in next 4 days. Okay, at least. Okay, we will be starting with JavaScript in the next 4 days because we need another 3 to 4 days only for CSS and Bootstrap. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? And once we are done with JavaScript, I think I forgot to make this announcement to you all. We have extended our full stack development program to include Python, React, Angular and SQL also in the framework. Alright, so now this is how we will be going on: HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. And once it is done, then we will start with either Python or we will be starting with a SQL or maybe with a React framework. I hope you got my point. Okay, yep. It will take about 3 to 4 months roughly, but you have to be dedicated for that since we aren't charging any single penny from you. Your dedication, your attendance, your submission of the project in the end, whose discussion and other announcement will speak that time only. Is it fine? Okay, fine. We are coming up with a new amended syllabus that we shall soon post in the group and also on our Instagram and Facebook accounts. I hope you got my point. Okay, so stay tuned with us. I can't forward you right now because it is still under construction. It's like a complete full stack package that when added on your CVs and resume will hold weight. Okay, we are asking for projects in the end so that you can upload your projects on GitHub, or even you can mention about those projects on your LinkedIn accounts so that job searching becomes easier for you. That's the only reason for submission of the projects. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? Fine. Acha. Also in the class we were talking about the visited link, unvisited links, hover of the link. We also start talking about some ordered list and unordered list style effects. Right? Especially if you want the list pointer to be an image instead of bullets or numbers. I hope yes my friend. For Django we are using a Python framework. Django is based on a Python framework only, Chirag. I hope you got my point. Okay. Yes my friend. GitHub is not to be additionally mentioned because when we teach you the project we will be live uploading it on GitHub. You understood? At the end that work will be live uploaded on GitHub, so eventually you all will learn how to use GitHub, how to upload the projects on GitHub, how to download already available projects from GitHub. I hope you got my point. Is it right? Fine. As of now I am restricted to speak anything more than that, maybe for a day more and we will be clearer with the ideas. I hope you got my point. Is it fine? How to use version control system? Navin, remind me tomorrow again. I'll start with a question if possible. Is it okay? Version control. A good question. In fact, everyone else also would be educated about it. Is that fine? Okay, take it. Time constraint today, that's the reason. Okay, I think we were talking about the table properties. Let me quickly share with you the attendance list. This is attendance form. Fine. Okay. Okay. Is that okay, everyone? Alright. Nice to meet you all. Please, please, please keep practicing. Do not skip even a single day lack of practice. Practice from your end is actually a real teacher, not any web source or not any websites or any book. I hope you got my point. Is it? And if you really like our work, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and also forward it to your other friends as well, as this is a good community benefit work. Hoping you understand. Fine. Chaliye. See you all tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. IST. If you're unable to catch us, then make sure you are watching the recorded sessions and keeping yourself updated before the next class. But attendance will be considered only for those who were present during the live meet. Is it okay? As of now, if we bring any changes from tomorrow or day after with new system, then I'll put an announcement to you all. Okay? Fine. Goodbye. Nice to see you all. Thank you.